Hello, I'm David. I'm the gardener at Vauxhall City Farm in central London, and today we're going to show you around our farm garden. We are a farm in the city, so it's a bit different to a farm in the countryside, but we're trying to bring a bit of the countryside into London, and we're doing that with wildflowers, with hedgerows, by growing lots of crops as well as vegetables and lots of fruit trees. A year or so ago there was nothing much here apart from a load of mint. We've sort of landscaped this path through with some natural willow fencing, and we've got loads of herbs and vegetables. Edible plants wise, we have the cardoon, which is basically a giant artichoke. I have tried it. You eat the stalk and takes a bit of prep, but I had it in a fish pie not long ago and it was quite tasty. Tastes a bit like artichoke. We're trying to create more of a sort of farm feel here, so we've gone for natural fencing, which is sort of dead wood fencing used with the logs when we cut back some of the fig trees and some willow. There's even bits of grapevine. These Christmas trees were fed to the alpacas after Christmas. The alpacas love to munch on the leaves, and they also chew the bark off, which creates quite a nice effect there because you've got no bark and then bark. And this is our trellis for the cucumbers, which hopefully they're just starting up down there. They will be growing all the way over the top. Last year I think we harvested about 160 cucumbers, which we were able to sell on the farm. And we had some straw bales on the farm which are used to feed the animals, but they got a bit wet so they weren't able to be used, and rather than throw them away we decided to grow things out of them. So basically what you do is you dig a little hole, fill it with some compost, and then pop your plant into the hay bale. It's kind of decaying all the time, so it's kind of natural compost, and it also keeps quite moist. And we had some spare wood, which is quite tall, about twice the height of me at least. But anyway, we're growing sweet peas that are doing very well. We've also got passion flower in here, and we've got morning glories that are just starting out, but we're hoping they make it all the way to the top as summer moves on. And then also, while we're here, this is my sugar cane. Another result of gardening club. Someone came in and asked if you can grow sugarcane in this country, and I didn't know, so apparently you can. We bought seeds, and this is our sugarcane plants. We have lots of strange and wonderful plants growing here. Here we've got Lebanese thyme. My mum is from Lebanon, she grew up there, so I always try and grow something kind of that harps back to things that would grow in Lebanon. This is the wildlife pond. This was very overgrown a year ago. It's still overgrown, but in more of a sort of cultivated way. We put in a still biz. We've got grass down here which falls into the water, all to encourage wildlife in. There are actually toad tadpoles in the pond. We've also seen frogs around, and there are newts in the other pond that we have on the farm as well, which is brilliant. Right, I've just been digging up one of our well-established lavender plants because it's going to go and find a new home in the enclosure with the chicken. So we're going to be taking it over there and planting it and finding out why the chickens like lavender. Right, I'm here with the chickens. I'm going to plant the lavender. The chickens think I'm making a mud bath for them, so they're very excited. The reason we're putting lavender in here, apart from to add some greenery for them, is because it's supposed to relax them and increase their egg laying capabilities. So we'll see how that goes. We have had lavender in here before, but they do peck away at the plants, so there's no lavender left. All we have left is a very sad looking curry plant and this Christmas tree, which they pecked the bottom branches of, but it's doing very well, and there's some nice pine cones on the top. And this is all part of our plan to try and make all the animal enclosures much greener and more natural, a natural environment for them. Thank you very much from all of the staff and volunteers here. Have a good summer.